So welcome to another Thursday Hersday with Danielle Peugnet at My Tribe Studio. We're going to interview her today and find out how she runs her business. What initially made you want to be a cosmetologist?
So I worked at a salon in Anthem. It's no longer open anymore, but I worked there from 16 all the way up until I was probably 20. I left when I moved to California to go to cosmetology school, but I think just working around everyone, it was kind of something that I became passionate about.
Awesome. So you went to cosmetology school starting at what age?
Right after high school, so I had to have been like 18, 19 when I started.
Gotcha. So how long is cosmetology school?
It all depends on like if you do day school or night school. I finished in a year and a half.
So when did you start doing lashes?
So I got married in September of 2015, so that's when I started doing them. And I did them for probably a year or so, stopped, went back to property management, which is what I was doing before. And then once I got pregnant, I got put on bed rest at 30 weeks, so I basically had to stop working, and I wasn't super prepared for that.
Yeah.
So I had to find something that I could do from home, basically. So my friend suggested that I started doing this again. So I started, and it was supposed to just be like kind of a part-time deal just to kind of get me through my pregnancy, and then I was going to go back to work, but it kind of blew up, so then I never went back.
How long have I known you?
Probably it'll be like almost 3 years at least.
3 or 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I know you and my wife started a boutique, and you kind of have that background of like entrepreneurship, startup business.
Yeah.
So, besides My Tribe Studio and the boutique that you opened, have you done any other business ventures, or is that something that came from your family?
It came from my family. Not everyone in my family owns a business, but my stepmom has always owned businesses, and so she just finds it really important. She thinks that the kids should be able to own their own businesses and kind of control their lives. Be able to stay home with the kids if they want to, go on vacations when they want to, and not have to be set in a set schedule.
Work from home. It's nice because you just recently had a baby, correct?
Yeah.
So how old is your little baby?
She's 3 months old.
3 months old. What's her name for everyone that's watching?
Lennon. Lennon. Some people think it's Lemon, so I just have to make that out there. So.
Like John Lennon?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
So when did you start tossing around the idea of entrepreneurship? When did you have that spark that that's what you wanted to do?
Honestly, because the boutique that Miranda and I had opened was the first thing that I had done that was like owning our own business, and the whole point of it was we wanted to be able to stay home with our kids. So I think that it started later, whereas before when I didn't have so much and I didn't even know that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom when I was pregnant with Lennon by any means. I always thought that I was going to go back to work. But it had to have been once she was born and she's here, and you're like the excitement of it, you kind of don't want to take them away, like you want to be with them. So I think that's probably where the spark came from, was I want to be home with my family and be able to do and watch them grow up and teach them those things. So I was just lucky enough to have the opportunity.
So how initially did you start marketing My Tribe Studio to acquire a client base?
Social media. A lot of my clients I know, some of them I don't know at all, which is kind of fun because the ones that you know when you're initially starting, it can be nerve-wracking, especially because I paused for about a year, so I had to get myself back into the groove of everything. So it's friends, it's family, it's friends kind of deal. Typically they refer, like I have friends that are servers that get their lashes done, so a lot of like their customers or their co-workers will come. Since I worked in a salon, I do the hairdressers, some of the hairdressers that work there, so their clients get referred to me as well, which is nice. So it's just kind of, but it's a lot of taking before and afters and kind of just having specials and kind of just getting people in the door.
So you recently bought a house, correct?
Yes.
How long have you owned your house?
It'll be a year in September.
A year in September.
Uh-huh.
So what made you guys decide that you wanted to be homeowners?
Well, at first I was a little skeptical about it. Because I worked in property management, I rented apartments for a living. And so to me, renting was fine, whatever, like it wasn't a huge deal, but my husband was like, no, I want to like work towards paying something off instead of throwing away money, which after it being explained like that makes a lot more sense. At least it's going into something, even if we sell the house before it's paid off, which is going to happen. But you're working towards something, and it's helping on your credit, and you kind of renting an apartment, you can't do everything that you want to the home. You kind of have to love what you're in, and that's it. Yep. So owning a home, you kind of get to do your own thing in the house, and then you're also paying off something that you're working towards.
How was that? How was the home buying process for you?
So it was pretty easy. It was just a lot of back and forth, kind of deciding, making decisions, paperwork, but you kind of sign up for that when you're looking for a house. But other than that, it was pretty easy. And it's just finding like what you love, because you want to be sure about it before you, it's a lot of money to be spending.
Your biggest investment, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say. So what is My Tribe Studios' 5 and 10-year plan? Where do you see yourself?
I think that it will always be something that I do, because I'm the type of person, like, I love staying home with my baby, but I also need to talk to adults. And like I need to have like my own time, which I think is important for anybody. You can get very stir crazy. It's exhausting. It's rewarding, but it's really exhausting. So I think that I'll always do it. It's just going to, once I have more kids, I'll probably become more and more stay at home. I mean, I'll always do it at least a couple days a week. Can you say hi? Say hi for Jane to go, huh? Lucy?
Hi, princess. Hi, little baby Lemon. She's so sweet.
Thank you. She's an easy baby. I got lucky.
So if you could give advice to any business owner in any field in 3 words, what would they be?
Loyalty. Motivation. Imagination.
Loyalty, motivation, and imagination.
Yep.
So is there anything else that any other wisdom you want to part with?
Probably if you are thinking about it, like, always go with your instinct. So it's really scary opening a business or starting to do something where you're going to take a pay cut, because you're obviously not going to start at the top. You have to work for it. But if you have the idea and you're able to put the time into it, then I'd say do it, because it's going to be worth it if you work hard for it.
For those that are watching today, where can they find you on social media?
I have an Instagram, so it's mytribe_studio. And then I have a website that will have like all of my, there's a gallery, my blog's on there, my price range is on there too, so they can basically find anything that they need to. And that is mytribe-studio.com.
Thank you, Danielle, again for letting us invade your house and interview with you. Loved learning about My Tribe Studio and how you run your business and how you've come to be where you are today. This is the KBG. Thank you for tuning in today. Stay peerless.